Rivers Speaker orders Chief Judge to launch Fubara's impeachment process. The Rivers State House of Assembly has insisted that the impeachment proceedings initiated against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odo, will continue as planned, no be small. And even the ones that said, they were no longer interested in impeaching Fubara again, they came back, 4 of them, and said, they are back to the impeachment process. No be small thing. I'm like, this one, people like they don't threaten them. Politics Nigeria learned that the lawmakers reached the decision on Friday during a resumed plenary session where they unanimously agreed to proceed with an investigation into allegations of gross misconduct leveled against the governor and his deputy. The sitting was presided over by Speaker Martins Amewule. Following the resolution, the Assembly formally called on the Chief Judge of Rivers State to constitute a panel to investigate the claims against both officials, in line with constitutional provisions guiding impeachment procedures. Announcing the outcome of the vote, Amewule said the lawmakers had spoken with one voice, with one voice indeed, and urged the judiciary to take the next step. This voting clearly shows the decision of the House, the Speaker declared, while requesting the Chief Judge to set up a panel of investigation into the allegations. Meanwhile, earlier on Friday, 4 lawmakers who had previously pulled out tests of the impeachment process resurfaced and declared their renewed support for the move. Wike don't threaten them. At the press briefing, the legislator accused Governor Fubara of violating the 1999 Constitution and argued that the Assembly had no option but to exercise its legislative authority through impeachment. They also alleged that the governor had resorted to blackmail and intimidation, liars, insisting that he had lost the trust required to manage the political crisis currently rocking the state. How did the governor resort to blackmail and intimidation? Fubara is intimidating people. You people are the ones intimidating him. Maybe it's not According to the lawmakers, the actions of both the governor and his deputy suggested they were not committed to any peace process, but were instead seeking to pressure the Assembly into dropping the impeachment plan while continuing what they described as an act of impunity. As Amewule they lie, they maintained that the impeachment process must proceed without interference, stressing that the House was determined to carry out its constitutional responsibility to the end. Now, Sabina, carry it out to the end. As Adama Michael says, the Speaker and other members of Rivers State House of Assembly have turned themselves into lapdogs of Wike. I'm telling you, Wike just turn them merry-go-round. Can you imagine? Who desperately wants to control the state by all means? What Wike did not know is that what goes around comes around. He too disrespected Amici. Why is it paining him that Fubara is doing the same to him? I wonder. Wike should stop playing God though. He really needs to. Ugochukwu said this is what Wike has turned Rivers State into, no be small thing. This is what he has turned Rivers State into. Oscar Damisa said, who was Fubara before 2023? Please, I hate what I don't like. Who was Wike too before he became the governor? People should shut up. At least Fubara had a job. Fubara was a civil servant. So what do you mean who was Fubara before 2023? I could just talk rubbish. God can make anybody the governor. Anybody can come from grass to grace. What is it? Princess Ebele Chukwu says another failing process. Loading. Definitely they are going to fail. Francis Udo says if care is not taken, all members of the house will resign. They are just like small children. I'm telling you, Mumu. Like person they remove them up and down. No sense of their own. Now for them, Charles Waobi says Wike use Rivers State money to fight everybody. Stealing money from the state treasurer. Wike never respect anybody, but he wants respect. You get Agberu like him, no be small Agberu. Sampe said, look at the so-called job people are afraid of former governor against their own son. So shameful, very shameful. So shameful how they have turned Wike into a small god. If Fubara is to a little crazy, Wike cannot be allowed to enter this. I'm telling you, they will not allow him to enter that state again. But Fubara is just too gentle. The same thing they did to Amici, they will do it to him. You will not enter Rivers State again. But no. I don't know why that Fubara is too gentle self. He says honestly, President Jonathan created this problem. Yes, because it's a problem. A very big problem. If after Amechi being a query man, she allows another side of Rivers to take over, Wike would not have been the governor by 2015. But he backed Wike now. See where Rivers State is. See where Rivers State is. Sam Bell says this useless, shameless man, Amewole, is a slave. A slave, oh, that is what he is. And he stood to a man like him. Yes, because they want to shall be the governor by all means. Through the back door. Remi Bekwe says Nigerians could now understand that President may have encouraged them to impeach Fubara. Tinubu is just playing politics. Their mind is on Rivers money as to gather enough to buy votes and bribe judges as they did in 2023. Tinubu, Wike and Speaker want Fubara out at all costs, and Rivers money is the reason. Shame on Wike and Rivers citizen. Fubara is a little bit like Obi. He's not giving in to looting, and those wicked politician does not like it. Yes, that's the thing. He's not doing what they want. He doesn't want to give them, hand over the Rivers State money to them. But once they impeach him like this, of course they will have access to it. Ndue says that can an Equity man wants to put fire in Rivers State, a state that belongs to more different tribes, but the other side of people are keeping quiet. Now one man own Rivers State, I wonder. And people of Rivers State too should stand up now and do something about this man called Wike. Do something about him. Osiapi says, what has the lawmakers done about Ibas? This energy should be directed in developing Port Harcourt, make a difference in Borokiri. The impeachment of Sim is not the end of the world. Ma is also aware that no condition is permanent. Adnovi says, this Amewole wants to end his political career. He wants to be a governor. That's why he's pressuring for Sim Fubara and deputy to be impeached. I'm telling you, very desperate set of people. In the end, the fake says, what that the Speaker of RSH needs to understand is that they can't impeach the Fubara and he can't become the governor through impeachment. And even though he eventually becomes an acting governor by impeachment, he can never have peace as Rivers State is concerned. Ezeaku Peter says, nothing will happen and that will end the Speaker's inordinate ambition. Greediness will be the end of them. Chinyere Mark says, not because of Wike, but what actually does matter is that Amewole wants. Or does he want to become the governor? Yes, now. He wants to become the governor. That is why he's desperate about this thing. Ashegu says, foolish speaker that wants to become governor from the backyard. Exactly. Shame unto you, yes, speaker. Uma says, the speaker is a big fool, otherwise he can't behave like this. He doesn't have a mind of his own now. Mumu person. It is well with them. And listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.